My name is Cherish, and I work as a substance abuse therapist with Alta Point Health Systems. As a substance abuse therapist, I conduct individual therapy as well as group therapy with persons who suffer from substance abuse and addiction. My typical day consists of coming in at around 8 in the morning and seeing maybe 3 to 4 people for individual therapy sessions, and also doing group therapy at night with groups ranging from 12 to 25 people. I also offer family therapy for people that I have on my caseload to talk to their family about substance abuse and addiction problems and how the family can help as well. An individual therapy session would focus on goals that the client has developed, such as not using drugs and alcohol anymore, obtaining employment, increasing their mood. Maybe they're sad when they start treatment because of drug abuse, and increasing their mood to where they feel better and more positive in life in general. The group therapy session targets more of many people coming together in a group who share the same addictions and problems and issues that they're having in life because of drug abuse. The groups are more focused towards increasing group cohesion, which means everybody comes together as one to share the same sorts of issues. And also my day is going to include documentation, because as a substance abuse therapist, you do enjoy doing the therapy with individual and group members and family members, but you also spend a lot of time having to document that, whether it's typing or writing out the session notes and how the client is doing in treatment and their progress. So the main thing that contributes to a lot of stress in my job is being able to keep up with all of the individual and group sessions and documenting them all, while trying not to lose my energy and motivation for every client that I see. If you're interested in getting a degree or working as a substance abuse therapist or a counselor, you may want to consider starting your education in a field with a bachelor's degree like psychology or sociology or human services or addiction. After that, you will go into a master's program. Most counselors have to have a master's degree in order to be a licensed counselor for drug and alcohol abuse. In your master's program, you may want to seek the course of counseling, social work, psychology, or sociology, or human service needs. Many master's programs entail a lot of hard work in studying and testing, but also a lot of unexpected challenges, like having to learn a lot of statistics in order to interpret data that you find, and also during your thesis, because you have to do a thesis in order to complete your master's program. And that entails a lot of statistics and analysis as well. You will get your first little touch of counseling while you're in your master's program, during your practicum or your internship. In addition, a substance abuse therapist should have skills such as compassion for others, tolerance to various types of people and cultures and backgrounds, and also it would be helpful if you did have some knowledge about drug and alcohol addiction, whether it's been in your family or friends or anyone that you've known, because that can really help you in determining treatment and helping other people that come into your office. The best part of being a substance abuse counselor is really working with people to help change their lives. And it is a long process, and to be a part of the process for people is a really, really beautiful and truly self-gratifying experience. So you get payment from within and not so much monetarily. The worst part of the job, I think, is trying not to get burnout, because it's very easy to get burnout from handling so many clients, so many tasks with individual and group, and with doing all the documentation. So having a lot of ability to be able to take some time off for yourself and rejuvenate that mental energy that you need to be a very, very good and quality substance abuse counselor. Some of the best advice I can give is to strive to make very good grades in your bachelor's program. Getting into a graduate program truly does depend on how well you do in a bachelor's level program. Also, be prepared as a therapist to go through really, really high moments in success in therapy and seeing a lot of people recover from addiction and go forward in life as a changed person. And also be prepared to have some efforts that do not work. Some people do overdose and die, but not all do. And as a therapist, I think you have to be prepared for a lot of different outcomes, and most importantly, choose the job if it's really, really something that you just love to do. Because if you really choose a job that you love to do, you will never work a day in your life. Something else you might consider is contacting your local AA or NA meetings to see if they will allow you to sit in on one of their meetings. This way you can become familiar with some of the issues that may arise in the midst of substance abuse addiction and treatment. And one last thing, I know I mentioned it earlier about burnout, but I can't emphasize enough how important it is to get your own mental rest, as this job takes a lot of mental energy to really, really help other people. It's not physically demanding, but mentally it takes a lot of effort. So learn ways to rejuvenate your mental energy and your stamina to continue to do this work long term.